see if she'd like to go to see a show, but Miss Kate said no. I'll tell you what you can do. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Casey saw all the games, knew the players by their first names, told the umpire he was wrong all along, good and strong. When the score was just 2-2, Casey knew what to do, just to cheer up the boys she knew. She made the gang sing this song. Take me out to the ball game, take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Folks, where are my glasses?
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
Magic, 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 magic. Orioles magic, magic.
Greetings, folks, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where this late afternoon, early evening, the Baltimore Orioles will be playing the Cleveland Guardians in the third game of a 4-game series here at Progressive Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland, Ohio. Wow. Right out of the gate. Stumbling, bumbling. Right out of the gate. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal, the BirdWatcher here. I don't know where my glasses are right now. And I'm late. First pitch should be in about 7 minutes, so let's get right to the pitching matchup and the starting lineups, and then I'm going to go look for my glasses. Where are my glasses? I can't find my glasses. We're going to try to use the Yahoo scoreboard today. It might look a little different there at the top of your screen. We'll see how it works. Trying to see if it'll be a little bit slower for us so I don't get spoiled so soon, folks. Spoilers yesterday. Folks, spoilers. No good. All right, the pitching matchup today. Dean Kremer is going to make his second start. First start, he went 5 innings. Gave up 3 home run balls, but they were solo shots. And outside of that, he didn't do too bad. 9 strikeouts to no walks in those 5 innings. Let's get rid of those home run balls, and Dino can hopefully have a good April start, which is not usually historically what he does. But, folks, it's baseball. As soon as something becomes a habit, it'll slap you in the face and do something different. Gavin Williams will be on the mound for the Guardians, meanwhile, making his 4th start. He has a record of 2-1, a 2.38 ERA in 22 2/3 innings, striking out 29 batters. He's a strikeout pitcher. But he is also prone to giving up the walk. 16 walks in 22 2/3. That's more than 6 per 9. And he has also given up 3 home run balls, but he's pitched a lot more innings than Kremer. Starting lineups for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Gunnar Henderson's going to lead off and play shortstop. Taylor Ward is in left field batting second. Pete Alonso will hit third and play first base. Dylan Beavers, for the second straight game, is the cleanup hitter and playing in right field. Colton Cowser, after getting his knee banged up, making a catch up against a wall and foul ground yesterday, is going to DH today and give that knee a little bit of rest. Leody Taveras is in center field hitting 6th. Sammy Basayo has been moved down to bat 7th. Finally, Basayo moved down in the order some. He is doing the catching today. Kobe Mayo will bat 8th and play third base. And Jeremiah Jackson, for some reason, continues to bat ninth. He is at second base. For the Guardians, Stephen Kwan will lead off in center field. Chase DeLauder in right field hits second. Jose Ramirez batting third, playing third. Kyle Manzardo, the cleanup hitter at first base. George Valera in left field batting fifth. Rhys Hoskins, the DH, hitting sixth. Daniel Schneemann, who hit that grand slam yesterday at second base after playing shortstop in last night's game. He'll hit seventh. Bo Naylor bats eighth and does the catching. Brian Rocchio, the shortstop, will bat ninth. I got to go find my glasses. I hope I find them very, very soon. So stand by for one moment, please, while I look for that. And, yeah, wish me luck. Be right back. All right, folks, first pitch is just moments away. If you're watching along with me, you might have already seen first pitch. If so, you're going to want to get synced up with me. If you've already seen first pitch, maybe pause your game after the first out, and we'll get synced up. You pause, let me catch up and call that play, and then unpause your game, and then you're synced up. First pitch of the ball game, I just saw it. It's in there for a strike to Gunnar Henderson, and we are underway in Cleveland. Williams' next pitch, swing and a miss. Gunnar chasing a bad one, a sleeper. Wow, I am stumbling today. A sweeper to make it 0-2. Gunnar has been struggling a little bit lately. He's been swinging and missing a lot, not making contact, and he's behind 0-2 to begin this game here today. The 0-2 pitch. He checks his swing on that low and in sweeper, and he went around. Wow. You can't have a worse start to a game if you're Gunnar Henderson. Down on 3 pitches, and on pitch 3, he doesn't even take a full swing, and it's the same pitch that fooled him just 1 pitch ago. And he's gone. That's how this game starts. Let's see if this info box can be presented a little better here. This is strange. I'm not able to expand it lower than it is, but I can make it a little bit larger. Let's see if this works. All right, is Taylor Ward, and he fouls the first pitch back. Well, no, I'm sorry, that was pitch 2. He already had a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike on Taylor Ward. And now I'm back. How you doing? Ward is hitting .291. He doesn't have a home run yet, 8 driven in. And this ball's hit out to right center field. That ball's heading toward the gap. That ball's going to get down and bounce up against the wall. And a little bit of trouble there, but Ward is already coasting to second, and he will stop there with a stand-up 1-out double. Folks, splash it up.
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
Folks, Taylor Ward is back to hitting doubles again. His 11th of the season. I'm sure he's, if not still the league leader, he's got to be near the top. Pete Alonso with 1 down, runner in scoring position. First pitch is in there for a strike, a sweeper from Gavin Williams.
A polar bear stirs.
All right, so I can see on the board here, pitch 2 is already being shown. So this still is going to be a pitch ahead, it would appear. The 0-1 swing and a miss, and a bad chase there by Alonso. That sweeper wound up a foot off the plate. It is 0-2. That bat didn't come within 15 inches of touching that ball. 0-2 on Alonso. And the pitch is over the plate but low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Guardians are wearing their red jersey tops with the black letters Guardians across the chest. The Orioles, or does it say Cleveland? I might have already gotten that wrong. Swing and a miss on a curveball, and Alonso goes out of the zone. It says Guardians across the chest. Orioles are in their traditional road gray uniforms. Alonso strikes out, 2 down. Gunnar and Alonso striking out already here in the first. Ward got a double in between, and it's up to Dylan Beavers to try to clean it up here with 2 down. Show me your Beavers.
Nice beaver.
Thank you.
First pitch curveball breaks off the plate outside for ball 1. Beavers is hitting .239, so he is hitting right on the team level. The team batting average today, coming into today's ball game, the team average is also .239. 1-0, another curveball. That one's low. Oh, no, the ump called it a strike. It was a late call, and that was very low. Oh, you bum. Early B-bag time.
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees! Ah! Oh, my eyes! My eyes! Ah!
Beavers went around on a sweeper, and boy, this looks like a tough pitch the Orioles can't figure out early here. This sweeper. Low and in on lefties, low and away on righties. It is giving the Orioles fits. Gunnar struck out on it. Alonso couldn't touch it, and now Beavers, a check swing, couldn't hold up. The count is a ball and 2 strikes. Williams takes a look over at Ward at second, and the pitch. Another breaking ball, that one in the dirt. A steady diet of sweepers and curveballs from Gavin Williams here to begin the ball game. 2-2 on Beavers. Williams again studying Ward over at second. Another look, and now the pitch. Swing and a miss. There's the heater, up and in, right in the top corner, under the hands of Beavers, and he strikes out. So Williams gets 3 strikeouts, and Ward got a double in there, and he is stranded at second, and that's how this game starts, folks. Wow, that's a lot of swinging and missing early here. Williams is a strikeout pitcher, but man, he's on pace for 27 of them today. Got to do better. We go to the bottom of the first. Orioles nothing, and the Guardians are coming up. Yeah, aesthetically, I don't like that white bar logo at the top of the screen like that. And I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what we're looking at. But we'll try it here today. And I'll get your folks' feedback by the end of the game. See what you guys prefer. There's really not a whole lot of other options I have, folks, in terms of this is a problem that even channels much bigger than I am, been around longer, know what they're doing more than I do. For some reason, this season, all of the websites like ESPN, Yahoo, MLB.com, wherever you go for stat tracker information, it is being put out there faster than ever before this year. So everybody is getting spoiled. It's kind of a problem for every channel like mine. But the best I can think to do, we can't really take away the scoreboard at the top of the screen. People that are new to the channel, they're going to need to see something when they, click on my thumbnail and see what's going on here. They want to be able to see that there's some kind of information. But the pitch-by-pitch tracker, again, I'm going to do my best to just take it off screen when we get into more important moments of the ball game. And I'll do my best, folks. It's a work in progress, okay? Why am I doing so much hand gesturing? I don't know. I'm doing a lot of this. Stephen Kwan is in the box. The Guardians are ready to hit. We're in the bottom of the first. Kremer goes into his windup with 1 second left on the pitch clock and delivers a strike, a fastball. Kwan is hitting .253. He has raised his average so far, first couple of games in this series. And he looks at a pitch low, a splitter, 1-1 the count. Janet says, so far I like it. Janet, you sound like every lady I've ever talked to after about 15 minutes. There's a swing and a miss. A splitter. And Kwan took a big old whiff at an unhittable pitch. The count is a ball and 2 strikes. All right. Dino kicks and deals upstairs, 2-2. I think Kremer might have cut his locks a little bit. He's still got that man bun going, but it's a tighter bun. Might have chopped a little bit of hair off, it looks like. That's a line drive, foul ball. Kwan looking to hit a ball down the right field line, but it hooked on him. Against the Guardians in 5 previous starts, Dino not doing too great, a 1-3 record with a 5.40 ERA. The Orioles, though, have done well in the past against Gavin Williams, as Kwan fouls one off in the opposite direction. It is still 2-2. Yeah, Dino with that less hair back there. It's like taking off a backpack. I feel some weight lifted. 2-2 pitch. Popped up. Kwan slams his bat down. You don't normally see that. Taveras in center field comes in a few steps to make the catch for the first out. The Kremer retires the first batter he faces. A tough out for Kwan, but Kwan saw 7 pitches there. And we got to get guys out a little quicker. Defensively for the Orioles, it's Ward in left, Taveras in center, Beavers in right, Mayo at third, Gunnar at short, Jeremiah at second, Alonso at first, and Basayo behind the plate. Here is DeLauder, who's been batting second all 3 games of the series. Fouls the first pitch back. He's batting .246. He's got 5 home runs already, 12 RBI. Kremer's 0-1 is over the plate but low, 2-0. And we're not challenging. We're not challenging that. Why is the umpire... Why are we challenging this pitch? It's the first pitch. It's not close. What are we doing? We're down to 1 challenge. There is no reason. No reason. It's just strike 1. You can't hit or ball 1, I mean. The count is 1-1 after losing the challenge. Like, we can't figure out how to get this guy out on a 1-1 count? Even if it was right on the borderline, but it wasn't even on the borderline. And now a pitcher violation? Kremer just made a pitching violation. And now it's ball 2. Get your act together, battery. DeLauder with a 5-fly ball to right, going back on it, and a catch over the head made by Beavers on the run. Right as he gets to the track, that ball hit hard, that ball hit deep, and we got lucky there. I can't believe we used that challenge. Absolutely ridiculous. First of all, why is Basayo given license to call for one? How has it not been made clear he doesn't have the eye for this? At least wait for a spot where there's something on the line. Unbelievable. I mean, that first pitch right there is just as close as the one we challenged. It's low for ball 1. Unbelievable. Jose Ramirez is up, 2 down, bases empty, 1-0 the count. He's hitting .221. That ball's hit to right. That ball's high and deep, but it's going to hook foul. It had home run distance. Just the lowest leverage situation to use a challenge you could possibly even come up with. 1-1. That's hit on the ground. That's also foul. 2 strikes on J-Ram. Kremer looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Oh, I'm always fired up, Big Jim. I wouldn't be the right guy for the job if I wasn't always fired up. I'm also fired up because of the nonsense I had to deal with at the 7-Eleven right before going on stream. This guy, this graveyard shift worker, does not know what the hell he's doing. Here's a breaking ball in the dirt to count even up at 2-2 on Jose Ramirez. Yeah, even if the challenge, even if they were right and it was close, I would have been like, damn, you won it, but man, that's risky. But it was so not even close. This pitch is fouled straight back, 2-2, still on Jose Ramirez. 1 challenge left. So now you basically cannot use that other challenge until at least the 7th inning, unless it's something very obvious. But I don't know if some of these guys like Basayo understand what obvious is, because that was obviously not a strike. So how do they know when it obviously is? The count is now full on Ramirez. Manzardo would hit next. Payoff pitch. Low and in, ball 4. J-Ram gets on base again with a long at bat. He was behind in the count. He worked it full, and then he works a walk. 2-out walk to Ramirez. Yeah, so this guy, I've been living in this apartment, in my local 7-Eleven. I go there during the graveyard shift hours almost every day or early morning. And just before the stream, first pitch curveball, that drops in for a strike on Manzardo. 0-1 on him. He's batting 190. So I went in there like I normally did to grab a coffee drink and something to heat up to eat for my breakfast. And this guy screwed up both things. I already knew he couldn't make coffee the right way, but I was fooled by the fact that the last time I went there, he was behind the counter, but with a fellow employee, and I thought he was being mentored on how to do it right, and the coffee was okay. But tonight, no. Here goes the runner. Throw down by Basayo is not going to get there in time. Jose Ramirez steals a base. He does it all. Gunnar with a nice slap tag to get an out on a base runner yesterday, but he did not even get a glove on J-Ram as he slides in there safely. Ramirez, I think now 10 steals on the season already. We're still basically in mid-April here. 1-1 the count on Manzardo. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So, the food I chose was this frozen, this little bowl of frozen wontons, like just pork wonton, You guys, if you ever had Chinese food or whatever, you've had wonton soup a million times. 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Manzardo strikes out, and Kremer gets out of it. He had to throw 21 pitches, but he works around that 2-out walk to Ramirez.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Right. Sounds like a bad choice? Nah. I'd like to have, because I don't like to have a heavy breakfast. I just need something to keep my stomach from growling. And some wontons. It's cheap. It does the job. But here's the point. This is microwave food. They put this in the microwave. They tap a button that corresponds with whatever's on the thing here. And then for something that's frozen, they have to tap it and like lift up the lid or something to let out some steam, put it back in and tap it a second time. This guy did not put it in a second time. So I made the mistake after he put it in a bag. I walk away without feeling it for how hot it was. I walk back to my house. I walk up 5 flights of stairs. I got 20 minutes before I'm supposed to go on the air, and it's ice cold. Like, it's basically no longer frozen, but still colder than room temperature. And then I had to run back down, run back over there, because I don't have a microwave, and ask him to please finish cooking this. So every time with this guy, doesn't matter what I do. And they leave him alone. There's 3 people on the shift, and every time I go there, the other 2 people working are in the back goofing off, drinking, who knows what they're doing, having sex in the stock room, maybe. But they just leave this guy out here on his own when he doesn't have any idea how to do anything. Lately, I've been walking to the next 7-Eleven, which is like another mile down the road. I'm just like, screw it. I see him in there alone in the window, and I'm like, I'm not going. I'm going to keep walking. But today, I trusted him, and not only did he screw up my drink, which doesn't taste right, he also screwed up the food. Folks, Colton Cowser, first pitch, is called a strike, and I don't like this ump's late strike calls, especially when he calls them wrong, because that looked a little bit low to me. Folks. Yeah, that Gen Z stare, like, why would I possibly be upset that my wontons are colder than room temperature? It was inedible. If it was slightly warm, I would have powered through, but it was inedible. I had to go back. And then I'm running back up the stairs. Now I'm sweating balls because I've run up and down the stairs twice in a few minutes. Yeah, just really annoying. 0-2 pitch. Cowser will lay off this pitch in the dirt. The count is 1-2. Cowser leading off the top of the second. There's no score. Game 3, the series tied at 1 apiece. We got Game 4 tomorrow afternoon. Have I considered that he purposely does this because he doesn't want to deal with people? Well, he's got the wrong job, because the only job he has is dealing with people. What they need to do is bring in somebody that's in the back that's doing stock or whatever they're doing, have them work the counter, have him go back and work the stock. At least when he makes a mistake, it's with an inanimate object and not a person. There's a called strike 3, a curveball that hits the bottom of the zone. Down goes Cowser. Williams has recorded every out so far by strikeout. 4 Ks in an inning and a third. He might be a Yankee fan. Could be. Third world sounds terrible. It has nothing to do with that. I've seen the same level of incompetence right in the good old US of A there, USA. And don't tell me any different. Have you been to a McDonald's at 2 in the morning? Or a Taco Bell? Does it look like the ads you see on TV when you bring it home? Come on, man. It goes on everywhere. It's nothing to do with the location. It has everything to do, I think, with the age. Leody Taveras with a count of a ball and a strike. Pitch up and in. 2-1 the count.
Come on, let's dance.
Come on, Leody. Taveras is hitting .371. And he takes low and in. That's ball 3. 97 on the fastball from Gavin Williams. The 3-1. Low. Oh, check your swing. He checked, right? He did. Taveras works a 1-out walk. Take your base.
I'm walking here.
By the way, Thailand is not a third world country, just so everybody knows. There are rural areas like there are just about anywhere that might not have the modern amenities and what have you, but I got everything I need here. I can tell you that. Sammy Basayo is up. Hitting 148. How about a big day from this guy? Come on, Sammy. Just a couple of hits, you know. That's a called strike on the outside edge. Who is the home plate umpire? Mr. I got to take 3 seconds before letting you know what the pitch is. Mark Wegner. Oh, I know you. It's Mark Wegner. Sammy with a little pop-up behind the plate foul. It is 0-2. It is 51 degrees at Progressive Field, according to the AccuWeather on ESPN.com. No indication of any rain or like that they're showing, although there was rain in the forecast in the area. 0-2 on Basayo. That ball is hit out to left field. That ball is going to back up Valera toward the edge of the track. He will make the catch. Sammy flies out just before the track to the opposite field. 2 down. Don't know if they showed it on your broadcast, but they just showed Alvarez giving Sammy a talking to after that half inning, assuming for the ABS call. But why hasn't that talk been given before now, Phantom? And I'm not yelling at you. This is just my blood pressure boiling. I mean, how many... He had to wait till he made his 8th bad challenge to give him that talk? Otherwise, here's a close check on the runner at first. Tavares is back in there. 2 down with Kobe Mayo at the plate.
Just get it all on there. Just spread it out.
So my thing is, Alvarez should have had a conversation sooner, and if he did, then he should be screaming. Here's a ground ball to third. J-Ram will pick it up and throw across perfectly in time to get Mayo. The inning is over. The Orioles get another base runner, but he is stranded. We go to the bottom of the second. No score. Yeah. I mean, seeing him do that is better than nothing for sure. But, I mean, did he look very animated, Phantom? How would you describe it? Did he look animated, or was it one of those, like, pat him on the shoulder while he's talking? Because this ain't shoulder patting time. Maybe the first time, not the 8th time. Screaming is unprofessional, all right? Earl Weaver would like to have a talk with you. It was at least Stern. Okay, I'll take Stern. People who think Thailand is a third world country obviously haven't been there or traveled anywhere outside of the country. Well, that may or may not be true, but there's definitely a lot of people that just sort of guess about how things are where they've never been. It's usually not a good thing to do. It usually shows a lack of, I don't know. It shows a lack of something. Saw a replay of Mayo's strikeout in the 8th last night. Awful swing. Did you hear my call, Carl? I think I gave the worst call of any strikeout by an Oriole batter this year with that swing and miss. That pitch was nowhere near. It would have been ball 4. Boycott 7-Eleven. What other convenience stores you got out there? None. 7-Eleven is king. There used to be another one called Family Mart, but they went under about 2 years ago. 7-Eleven just swallowed them up. Corporate warfare, folks. I'm watching the Guardian broadcast team today, it looks like. All right, we're underway in the bottom of the second. First pitch, line drive. Caught it. Second base by Jeremiah. Right place, right time. That ball on a line. Caught right up here next to his head for out number 1. Kremer needed a quick out after throwing 20 pitches in the first. 21 pitches, maybe. Here is Rhys Hoskins hitting .213. He is the DH today. He's been around. Power bat. Been with the Brewers. Been with, who else? The Twins, I want to say. At some point. A couple of other teams. 0-1 the count. That is outside. 1 ball, 1 strikes. Dino misses with a slider. Mayo call was right on. Thank you there, Carl. Oh, by the way, let me do the right thing here between innings and get through the chat and say hello to everybody proper. This 1-1 pitch is a sinker that misses low on Hoskins. The count is 2-1. Bases empty, 1 out. No score, bottom of the second. Folks, we got 150 people in the room right now on a Saturday evening. If you were here last night, we had a lot of fun. Let's get the like count up if you haven't hit the button already. Check swing foul here. The count 2-2. We got well more than double the number of people in here than we do likes. So about 90 of you could help out with a simple tap of that thumbs up at the bottom of your screen. Let's work our way to that first 100. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. A splitter from Dino. 2 down.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Guardians broadcast team putting up some betting odds on Daniel Schneemann. The over-under on half an RBI. Yay. First pitch, Schneemann shows bunt, brings the bat back. It's a strike. Schneemann just showing the bunt. Didn't look like he actually wanted to put it down. I think he's just trying to get Kobe Mayo at third base to move up a little bit and give him a better shot at a field to the opposite side. A hit to the opposite field. Wow, I am mush-mouthed today. 1-1 the count on Schneemann. I don't feel very tired, although I didn't sleep a lot. But I'm planning on sleeping a lot between now and Sunday's doubleheader for me. Orioles in the daytime, Phillies versus Braves Sunday night. That'll be over on JJ's channel. Hey, if we got the link, let's drop that in there. 2-1 the count on Schneemann. Kremer kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. A splitter. That seems to be the best pitch from Kremer here in the early going. He's getting some swings and misses with it. Struck out the previous batter on it. And now the 2-2. Oh, fouled at the plate off the lower leg of Schneemann, who goes down in a heap and now is hobbling around outside the batter's box. Everybody is sitting or standing behind home plate with a beer in their hand. I love it. Those are some pretty swanky seats in Cleveland. You're sitting like below the ground, just your head popping up above the ground. Nice bucket seats. The trainer's out to look at Schneemann, and he is still struggling to put weight on what appears to be his right leg that's pretty limp. Trying to put pressure on it. Trainer's probably walking him through a series of movements to try and get it loose. Schneemann might not make it through this at bat. We are in a bit of a timeout right now. Blame my mush mouth on the frozen wonton. I'm not sure how those two correlate, but sure, why not? And of course, you know what I did when I brought it back? And I was like, dude, this is like cold still. He put it back in the microwave and proceeded to heat it up as if it was right out of the freezer. So it wound up, by the time he was done with it, being like boiling hot. So he overcooked it. Instead of just putting it in for the extra time that he forgot to, he just started it over and it was too hot. I forgot to add that detail. First pitch after getting back into the box to Schneemann is up and away. The count is now full with 2 down, nobody on. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Kremer, 9 strikeouts in his first start, going 5 innings. Strikeout pitch is back today. 3 strikeouts in 2 innings so far. So that's what? 7 innings, 12 strikeouts to start Kremer's season with what is currently a 2.57 ERA. I think you don't mind that from your number 5 pitcher, folks.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Can I name a great manager who has a similar style to... No. Last 15 years, 30 years... or 45? The answer for me is no. I can't name one similar to Weaver. I mean, there's guys I think that deserve a level of respect. I'm not saying nobody can compare to Weaver ever, but Weaver was he was his own special person. That sounds not right. What happened to the game here? Stand by. Looks like my cable got a little bit unplugged. Hopefully that's going to fix it. Lou? Oh, Lou Piniella? Yeah, Lou Piniella. But I don't think Lou Piniella was the strategist that Weaver was. I mean, if you're just talking about animated guy, yeah. But if you're talking about a clone of Earl Weaver, I don't know if I can really fairly pick somebody. But in terms of, being a hothead and letting the ump know he's not happy, yeah, I definitely think Lou Piniella would be in that conversation. Is this right? Fitzy's doing a raid? Hello, Fitzy. Where are you raiding from? What's shaking, buddy? We are scoreless going into the top of the 3rd inning. Here's a curveball that's inside to Jeremiah Jackson, folks. The bullfrog is up.
Jeremiah was the bullfrog.
Get those bullfrogs up in the chat, folks. That is a called strike curveball. And it is 1-1. Jeremiah trying to get that Player of the Week honor. He's had a hell of a week. This pitch fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Currently hitting .317. And with Gunnar struggling a bit lately, Jeremiah is basically right there, along with Gunnar, for most production. Homers and RBI. Just 1 homer behind Gunnar now. This ball's hit out to right center. Now it's going to slice more toward straightaway right field, where DeLauder is positioned to make the catch. Jeremiah flies out, 1 down in the top of the 3rd. All right, back to the top of the order. Here is Gunnar, and he is due. Gunnar is very, very due.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
First pitch. Looks at a strike. Gunnar's average right now is under 200. 198. Got to get going. This one's hit out to the opposite field, but he's late on that swing, so it will slice into the crowd foul. Alvarez is seen shaking his head, and I'm wondering why. He's a character. Gunnar with a foul tip at the plate, still 0-2. Man, has Gunnar seen a ball yet in these first 2 at-bats? I don't think so. 1, 2, 3, strikeout first time up. 0-2 here. Not every pitch to him has been in the zone. There's one out of the zone, and he finally takes a ball. It's ball 1, 2 strikes on Gunnar. So it looks like this Yahoo page is ahead, but it's probably 1 less pitch ahead than the ESPN page. So it's a little better. But again, I would advise you folks, just don't stare at that info. Unless, you go away for a while and you come back and you're like, where are we in the game? Otherwise, just sit back and enjoy the call. The count is 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. And a ground ball that's going to get through the right side, a base hit. So Gunnar, his morale is not totally down after struggling lately, striking out first at bat, falling behind 0-2 here. He hangs in there, gets a breaking ball, and finds a hole on the right side. Good for Gunnar. And maybe he can steal a base while he's at it. How's that sound, folks? Taylor Ward is at the plate. He doubled his first time, was stranded. And first pitch is outside for ball 1. Damn it. I'm going to have to watch it on my laptop, I guess. That's the second time that popped out like that. Here is the 1-0 to Ward. That is on the outside corner for a called strike. 1-1 the count. Check on Gunnar. Gunnar's got 4 steals and 5 attempts so far this season. One out, Gunnar at first, no score, top of the third, a 1-1 count on Ward. Pitch number 42 from Williams, and it's a curveball hit on the ground. Back, no, J-Ram is going to throw it away! Ramirez throws it away! It'll wind up along the right field wall, the side wall, and the throw comes in toward home plate. Gunnar stops at third. I'm sorry, Ward, where the hell am I? Yeah, Gunnar stops at third. Ward is at second, and they're going to call that, what are they going to, it has to be an E5. J-Ram with a rare mistake. He absolutely airmailed this throw to second base. Absolutely airmailed it. Very un-J-Ram. Second and third with 1 out. Pete Alonso has got to take advantage of this opportunity, folks. First pitch on the inside corner. A front door sweeper for strike 1.
A polar bear stirs.
And at this stage, this would be a time to get rid of the info, right? A moment like this. This one is fouled back. No balls, 2 strikes. We need contact. 1 out with a runner at third. Another one at second base. But we got to get on the board here with this chance against what so far has been a tough-looking pitcher to hit, Gavin Williams. Come on, Pete. The 0-2. He didn't chase. Way off the plate for ball 1. Gunnar with all kinds of speed at third base. Just a little nubber on the infield could get the job done for us. Oh, what now? Okay, 1-2 the count. I might have missed a foul ball. There was some kind of a pause on my end. But I'm staring at a 1-2 count. Pitch number 47 coming up from Williams. Here it is. Curveball swung on and missed. Second time tonight, Alonso strikes out on a curveball, and this one hurts way more with the situation. Second and third, 1 out. A chance to take the lead with a little bit of contact, and we can't do it with our power hitter at the plate. Here is Dylan Beavers, needing to deliver with 2 down now. Base hit to the outfield will score a pair. So we need a hit. Pitch. That ball fouled off to the right. Nice beaver, Dylan.
Nice beaver.
Thank you.
0 for 1 already today is Beavers. We have an 0-1 pitch coming, and that one is taken low. A curveball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Folks, let's get some charges in the chat. Come on, Dylan, deliver. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Man, a lot of swings and misses early here. 2 down and 2 strikes on the Beeve. Beavers with runners in scoring position in the season is hitting 300. He likes to hit in this spot. Come on. Watch out for that low and in sweeper. And there it is. God damn it. I predicted it. Low and in sweeper strikes him out. Don't tell me I jinxed it. I'm saying watch out for it. Well, there it is. We strike out. The inning is over. We head now to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Still no score. Damn it, BW. Stop studying the game too much. Just like everything else in life, folks, wisdom just makes things more painful. I don't recommend it. Ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss. That's what I've found. Ah, boy. Folks, we have well over 200 people here. What do you say we get the likes up to 100 before the next inning starts? I'm happy to have you here, and I'm willing to make you a trade if you're watching right now. I'll give you 3 hours of free live play-by-play coverage of today's game. You give me 2 seconds of your fingertip tapping a thumbs up button at the bottom of your screen. I don't think you're going to find a better deal than that, folks. We can get those likes up to triple digits here in moments. We've got the numbers to do it. What do you say? I'm just going to keep asking. I tell you what, I'll make you a deal. We get to 100 now. I won't bring up anything for 2 innings. Does that sound good? We're 11 away. I'm not a greedy guy. We have to go through this every night. Don't worry. I'm a good guy. I have my flaws, but I'm generally pretty good. All right. Thanks, everybody. 7 likes away. I feel like I've been watching this team chase low pitches with 2 strikes since the days of Adam Jones and Manny Machado. I feel like the same days as Larry Sheets and Sam Horn. I go way back. Bo Naylor leads off, takes a fastball up and away for ball 1. Naylor's only hitting 143. His brother, Josh, former teammate in Seattle now, he's off to a slow start too. At least he was as of a couple of days ago. I saw a list of the 10 worst batting averages in the league, and he was on it. But, again, we're early enough in the season. That was a few days ago. A hot few games, and maybe Josh Naylor is already looking better. Here's the 2-0 to Bo, and that's called a strike on the inside edge. It'll be Naylor followed by Rocchio and then Kwan back to the top of the order. We're at 100, folks. Thank you so much. This pitch is worth... Okay, this ump taking forever to call strikes. It's 2-2. The 2-2 is over the plate but low. We've got a full count now to the leadoff man in the bottom of the 3rd. Another long AB for Kremer against one of these Guardian hitters. We've had a few counts already going 6 or 7 pitches. 3-2, swung on and a broken bat, little soft liner caught by Jeremiah as he strides into the outfield grass to make the catch. And Kremer will pick up the remains of the broken bat as he shatters the bat of Naylor here on a pitch low and in. Nice catch by Jeremiah on the run. 1 out in the inning. Here is Rocchio hitting .217. Switch hitter batting from the left side. First pitch. That was borderline, but we only have one challenge. And even if we had to, probably not the right spot to use it. We just have to suck it up. Want to know the count. Curveball. You better give us that call. Okay, good. Perfect curveball from Kremer. That ball landed right on the inside bottom corner for strike 1. Pitch number 43 is a foot outside. 2-1 the count on Rocchio. Quan on deck. Folks, we got any other games we should be tracking right now? The Rays are in a rain delay in Pittsburgh. Pitch up and away, not close. 3-1 the count. There's a rain delay, but the Pirates do have a 4-0 lead on the Rays, so we're going to hope that game doesn't get washed out and erased. We want that score to mean something. There's a final already. The Yankees beat the Kansas City Royals. Kansas City, we play next, starting Monday night. 3-1 pitch. That one's hit in the air and deep to right, going back. And he's going to have room. Dylan Beavers 3 steps in front of the track for out number 2. Boston already lost today. I guess that's how Fitzy sent over some people. Detroit 4, Boston 1. The Mets lost again. Cubs 4, Mets 2. The Reds edged the Twins 5-4. Those are all finals. Going into extra innings right now, the White Sox out in Sacramento taking on the A's. They're tied at 6. Here's Stephen Kwan. First pitch curveball called a strike from Kremer. Also tied at 6 in extra innings, the Giants and the Nats. That's going into the bottom of the 10th. And one other game, Brewers 5, Marlins 2. That's in the bottom of the 9th. With the Marlins coming up. Actually, they are at the plate with a tying run at home plate with 2 on, 2 out. 0-2 the count on Quan, folks. Bases empty, 2 down. Dino looking for a nice 1-2-3 inning. Pitch counts under 50, and that is a called strike 3. Dino. This is not the April Kremer you're used to, folks. 3 innings without giving up a hit. 3 innings with 4 strikeouts on the board already. That ERA for Kremer right now at 2.25.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Oh, yeah, there are games later. I didn't bother to talk about games that haven't started yet. If you'd like to know about the games that are later, okay, here we go. Starting at 7:10 Eastern, it'll be the Cardinals against the Astros. 5 minutes after that, the Phillies and Braves, also the Rangers and Mariners. About an hour after that, you got the Rockies hosting the Dodgers, Arizona hosting the Blue Jays, and then one more game later will be the Angels hosting the Padres. That's a little after 9:30 Eastern. That's all the games on this Saturday. Kremer's on 48 pitches through 3. Williams on 51. They've combined for 10 strikeouts through 6 innings, each with 1 walk. Yeah, we got a bit of a duel here, a proper duel. This isn't like the duel where Chris Bassett and, who was it? Was it Bassett versus Bibby? Who was it? I don't know. There was another, or was it the first game? I don't know. There was a game that was scoreless for a while, and then you look at the pitching lines and you wonder how the hell it was scoreless. I need more coffee. Actually, I need a Lucky more than anything. What am I thinking? Folks, it's still nowhere near sunset on this alleged night game in Cleveland. It's a third straight game with a start time at 6:10 p.m. And remember, folks, they're farther west than us, so the sun doesn't go down till even later than it does on the coast. So this game is usually, by the time it's dark, there's only a couple of innings left. Doesn't really feel like a night game. Colton Cowser looks at strike one, folks, top of the zone. Struck out his first time up, but we'll forgive him. A lot of guys have struck out. That pitch is high, 1 ball and 1 strike. The next offering from Williams, swung on and missed. Again, that low and in sweeper, it's working against righties, it's working against lefties. It's like that Parker Messick changeup in game 1. Just a unfair pitch that if you're Cleveland, why wouldn't you keep going back to it? The 1-2, that one's up and away, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Williams rocks, deals. Oh, he absolutely painted the corner at 97 miles an hour, knee high on the inside black. And Cowser's gone looking, 1 down. Make that 7 punch outs through 3 1/3 for Gavin Williams. Here's Taveras. Cowser, 2 Ks tonight already. Folks, don't you love the Oriole offense? We're going to leave it late again, apparently. 1-0 on Taveras. He walked his first time. This one is hit out to right field and deep. That ball's high. That ball's far. That ball is gone. Bye, birdie. Gavin Williams hung one, and Taveras was ready. All these breaking balls the Orioles can't touch. Taveras says, hold my beer. I can hit it. He crushed it to right. 1-0 Orioles. Folks.
It's magic, you know.
And Basayo fouls one back. Sammy, you got to feel a little bit wondering, why does a guy half my size able to crush a ball like that and I can't? Well, Sammy, you got to do better, man. Come on. See how easy it is? Pitch on the inside black, strike 2. Sammy shrugs his shoulders after that call, but that looked to have hit the corner. And is Albarnez barking at the ump? Of all the people to try to protect on balls and strikes, I don't know if he should be getting Sammy's back on this, Craig. Because first of all, that pitch, I think, caught the corner. Secondly, Sammy hasn't exactly established a reputation for knowing the zone here. This pitch has popped up. Third base, J-Ram on the lip of the outfield grass, now coming in on the dirt, will make the catch for out number 2. 2 down, bases empty. Williams up to 61 pitches here in the 4th. The batter will be Kobe Mayo.
Just get it all on there. Just spread it out.
All right. Sammy's batting average is better than Mullins. Well, We didn't lock up Mullins with a 7-year deal. I mean, it's only like 2 extra years, but whatever. I don't know. Come on, Sammy. Give us... I know you got a lot more to give than you're giving, man. Mayo with a ball hit to third. J-Ram has to back up on it, and a long throw dug out by Manzardo to end the inning. Ramirez had an error. Was that in this inning? But I guess it didn't cost us because that was a solo shot there by Taveras. Maybe that J-Ram error was in the previous inning. But, folks, we're on the board first in a long ball. And, again, if you look at Gavin Williams' pitching line for the first 3 starts, this is right in line with what he does. Lots of strikeouts. He will give up walks. We've only earned 1 of those through 4 innings. We need to make him we got to lay off some of those breaking balls that aren't strikes. Let him get himself into trouble more. But he also gives up the occasional home run ball. We got that already. Just need to, I think, make the guy just lay off some pitches, at least till you get to 2 strikes. A little bit more. Bottom of the 4th coming up. 1-0 Orioles. Trying to build another win streak and get back over 500. Okay, folks, the odometer. Let me draw your attention to the upper left-hand corner of your screen. I see that number 4340. That's the odometer. That's the sub count for the channel here. We like to keep track of it. It is a live meter, but it only spins over every 10 new subscribers. And we want to see it roll over 1 or 2 times here today. What do you say if you're watching right now, and we got a lot of people here. I think some of you are not subscribed. Give it a chance. Join the Charm City community here. We got the chat available if you want. No pressure. You don't need to chat if you don't want. But just as importantly for everybody here, including me, subscribing helps the channel grow. And it's free, so it really is mutually beneficial. Give it a try, and if you're unsatisfied, you can always unsubscribe, okay? There's a button at the bottom of your screen. We're underway in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss on a splitter by DeLauder. 0-1 the count. Dino is looking good through the first 3 innings. Pitch count a little bit up. Not too bad. Here's a ground ball to Gunner. Should be routine. And it is. DeLauder. 6-3 on the ground out. 1 out. Here comes J-Ram. All right. Ramirez walked first time up. Both games in the first 2 games of the series were won by 2 runs. 4-2 Cleveland on Thursday night. 6-4 Baltimore last night. So both teams have scored 8 runs in the series until that Taveras home run. The Orioles got run number 9 right there. First pitch to Ramirez is ball 1. There's a called strike. Sinker on the outer half of the plate. The Orioles have left 4 men on base through the first 4 innings. Just 1 for the Guardians, though they're still up to hit here in their 4th inning. There's a swing and either a miss or a foul tip. Either way, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Right now, the Orioles are a game and a half behind the Yankees. The Yankees having won today already, so we need to win to keep pace with them. And Tampa hopefully will continue to play and stay trailing and lose, and we'll gain some ground there. Pitch is up and away on Ramirez. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 43.50, folks, on the odometer. Thank you so much. Keep it going.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
All right, the 2-2 to J-Ram. Just off the plate outside, 3-2. Maybe I'm just getting better over time at convincing people to subscribe, because I'm telling you, folks, I tried just as hard in season 2 last year, and it was like pulling teeth to get double-digit subs a night. Here's a ball hit softly to second. It has to be charged by Jackson. He will underhand flip in time. Nice play to retire the tough Jose Ramirez. 2 down. Kyle Manzardo, 0 for 1, will come up with the bases empty. Back underway in Pittsburgh. Thanks for the update there, Dan. By the way, I never did go through the chat. I'm sorry. Let's try to do that here between innings. That ball's hit out to right. That ball is going to hang up there, though, and Beavers is right there to make the catch. The inning is over. Dean Kremer, 4 scoreless. 4 scoreless, and 7 years ago, our forefathers. All right, we're going to the 5th inning. The Orioles lead it 1-0. Jeremiah Jackson, Gunnar Henderson, and Taylor Ward are coming up. All right, I'm not going to be able to scroll this chat all the way to the beginning. It's been too much chatting, but I will go as far up as I can and try to shout out as many people as possible. George Ford, Janet Hill, Alfie Rousel, Thomas, Phantom, Chow Lore, USA 4547, Big Jim, Gat Squatch 300. We have Thomas, Logan Kirby, Big J. We got a Big Jim and a Big J. We might have an arm wrestling competition here soon. Carl Schaefer is here. Perk Gambit. Janet's saying we need to add a microwave to the fundraiser. I don't want a microwave in my room. I don't trust those things. I don't want to be anywhere near them. I stand 30 feet away when they're running. Somebody else heat something up for me. Isaac Angel is here. I'm paranoid about a lot of stuff, folks, but that's how I keep my youthful spirit. Uncommon Truth Shaman. Man, that is a mouthful. How you doing? Evan is here. Mr. B. Moore, 187. Did I get everybody? Todd Foster. USA, I got you already, right? Erica Cirque. Going, hey, chat, what's up, BW? Not much, Erica. What up with you? Dylan Volks Victim is also here. We got a lot of people here, folks. I tried to get to all of you. Charles Adderley. We got the next pitch coming up. Fitzy was here. Wow, there's so many more. Matt Abel. Jeremiah, first pitch is fouled away. We're underway in the top of the 5th inning. You guys are great. Frank McKenna is also here. Lots and lots of people checking in. I really appreciate it, folks. It's good to see so many names and familiar faces. Ground ball to short. A diving stop there. Up, and the throw is in plenty of time to get Jeremiah, who I don't know why he's as slow as he is, but he is. I mean, he's a skinny guy, a smaller guy. Seems like he could run. But boy, he was out by about 3 full strides there. Tom Free, I might not have gotten you already. I think I'm going to wrap it up there, folks. Here's Gunnar. Got a hit his last time up. Trying to get that bat to wake up. 1 out, nobody on in the top of the 5th. Swaggy McNolegs is here. There's a strike, 1-1. Gunnar.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
James Staten, 9013, and that's all I'm going to do. I'm back. Ronnie Martin. Okay, that's it. That's everybody. For me, anyway. Gunnar on the 1-1 pitch, fouled straight back behind the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So far, so good with the Yahoo information versus ESPN, guys. What do you think? stick with it. Go back. Swing and a miss. Henderson strikes out again. I guess he's not totally out of that funk yet. Another strikeout for Gavin Williams. 2 down in the inning. Williams up to 8 strikeouts. Janet likes it a lot better. All right. Well, there you go. Folks, I will take your suggestions. I won't always do them, but when they make sense to me, I listen. Shout out Mike Cocksmith. Is he related to Mike Roch? Folks, Mike Roch. I haven't seen Mike Roch in a long time. That pitch low and away. Taylor Ward with a count of 2 balls and 1 strike. Is there a man to hug and kiss here? Oh, whoops. Whoops. I don't know why I hit that button.
Taylor?
Yeah, I did. Didn't I already do it, Jeffrey? You've said it 3 times now. Hello, Mike Cocksmith. Is that good? Satisfactory? Okay. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, bases empty. Ward waiting on the next pitch. He's got a double tonight already. IP Freely. Here's a curveball laid off. Full count on Ward. Folks. You say stick with the board. I say take it away. We've got a full count. The pitch. Hit on the ground right to short. Gobbled up and Ward is done. The inning is over. Okay, never mind. Coming right back. The inning is over. But hey, we got a lead, and the game is halfway through. Bottom of the 5th coming up. And Dean Kremer, so far, has a 0 in the run column. He's also got a 0 in another column, and that's all I'm going to say at this point, folks. I don't think we need to really talk about what Dean Kremer is up to right now, because it's quite early, but still middle of the game now. So I'm going to be careful and tread lightly around speaking about Dean Kremer's performance tonight. Mike Hunt, ladies and gentlemen, the classic. The classic. That one really leaves nothing to the imagination, does it? Yeah, we don't talk about what's going on. I'm allowed to talk about what we're not talking about, though. That's the thing. I'm allowed to say we're not talking about it. To hopefully let other people know to not talk about it. He is an independent sports journalist. Okay, Jeffrey, well, give me a reason. Why am I shouting him out? How is it gonna get back to him? Does he watch? Is he a bird watcher? Or is this just an empty shout-out gesture? Dickhead. I'm sorry, Richard Cranium. I read that wrong. Folks, we are going into the bottom of the 5th. Janet will be right back. Just the idea. Clint Tickler. I'm not even sure if that's even a play on words. But okay. Valera will lead off, and he looks at a strike as Dino hits a splitter knee high on the outside corner. Evan, I think Kremer has always been given so much flack from Oriole fans. They just can't seem to understand the value that a guy like Kremer gives the back end of your rotation. It's maddening. And look, any good start out of him in April, if it weren't for April, the numbers would be so much better overall. Here's a ground ball to second and a nice start here to the bottom of the fifth. As Kremer gets the first out pretty easily here. That was Valera. Here comes Rhys Hoskins. 1 out in the bottom of the fifth inning. Now, of course, the same people that have besmirched Dino, who delivers a curveball that the ump says is ball one, and that was close. I feel like I've seen that same pitch called a strike tonight. Yeah, the ones that, have said so many bad things about Dino, if he gives us a gem tonight, suddenly they'll sing the praises of Dean Kremer. And then as soon as he has a game where he goes 5 1/3 and gives up 3 or 4 runs, suddenly he's trash again. These are not fans, folks. These are just people looking for a reason to moan about something. Kremer misses here. It's already 3-0 on Hoskins. Here comes the pitch. Right in there, Hoskins did not move. He took that one all the way, 3-1. The Rays have tied it back up. That sucks. Come on, Pittsburgh. Swing and a miss. Oh, on 3-1, Hoskins chased ball 4. We got a full count. How did Dino know that Hoskins was going to chase that pitch? That ball didn't break off the plate. That was a straight fastball. He got the chase. Full count, 1 out. Bases empty, bottom of the fifth. Orioles 1, Guardians nothing. The payoff pitch. Again, low and away and reached for, rolled over, and just got a piece at Hoskins to stay alive. So it'll be at least a 7-pitch at bat here for Kremer versus Hoskins. Folks, we need a batter named Kremer so we can get the Kremer versus Kremer matchup we're looking for. That ball is hit deep, but way out in front of it, foul into the corner. Not all that deep, actually. More of a line drive into the stands along the left field line there. You're allowed 1 shout out a day, Jeffrey. You've used it up. Here's a check swing. He didn't go, and that'll be ball 4. A 1-out walk to Hoskins. Another long at bat there. 8 pitches. Daniel Schneemann is due up next. No. You asked me to do it, and I did it. I asked you, why am I doing it? I don't know if I ever got an answer. But that's, 1 per game. Come back tomorrow. I'll do it again. The count is 0-1 on Schneemann. Don't break a kid. I don't know the guy. Hey, bro, how about you don't try to make me feel guilty about some random shit I don't know about? Who are you again? Showing up, demanding that I shout out strangers? Why? You're pissing me off, dude. Don't break my heart. How about that? Try to make me feel guilty. I don't even know who you're talking about. The hell, dude? That's annoying, dude. Here's a ball hit into right field. That's down for a base hit. And hurry up and charge that ball, Beavers. It's slow rolling. He'll get it back in. Runner goes first to third. 1 down. Damn, okay, cool. Not that serious, and now it's annoying. Yeah, so great. We're now on the same level. We're both equally annoyed, and now we can move on. Fantastic. First and third, one out. And the Guardians are threatening to tie it up, if not more. With Bo Naylor due up, the Orioles have a mound meeting on the infield right now with Drew French. Is he in this conversation? I don't see him. Looks like just the infield here. There's French standing next to Alvarez. So the Orioles with a little powwow session. Yeah, I think I'm done with the shout-outs tonight, Swaggy. I shouted out everybody that's in the room, so I gave out about 75 names. I'm done with the shout-outs. Thanks. Bo Naylor is 0 for 1. Here's the first pitch to him. That is on the outside corner for a strike. A sinker from Kremer at 93. Oh, that's clever. This guy is too strict. This guy. Goodbye, dude. Then go somewhere else. Bye. Idiot. Too strict. What am I here to dance for you like a monkey? Hey, I want you to say this. I want you to say this. I'm calling a game, dumbass. Bye. God, another just completely no self-awareness moron. 0-2 pitch. Called strike 3. We got a big punch out here for out number 2, folks.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Dance, monkey, dance. No. How about no? But I found you on the internet and I'm able to type to you and you're reading it, so that means I can control whatever you do, right? And if you don't do it, then you're just a uptight jerk. Okay. I guess that's the way it is. 2 down, runners at first and third. Here's Brian Rocchio. He is 0 for 1. First pitch is a called strike. We just caught the inside edge. 74 pitches now from Kremer. Nice first pitch to get ahead of Rocchio. You want to get out the number 9 batter here, or else there is trouble with the top of the order coming up. 2 men already on base. It is now 1-1 on Rocchio. I mean, there is still music playing. It is 6:30 a.m. here, and music has been playing here all night. It's the wrap-up weekend for Songkran out here, the Thai New Year. So I'm allowed to be a little bit louder than usual without feeling the guilt, even with the early hours here. This pitch is high. 2 balls and a strike on Rocchio. 2 down, first and third for Cleveland. The Orioles have a 1-0 lead. Kremer trying to keep it that way. It's been a good day for him so far. We don't want to see it spoiled now. That ball swung on and missed. It's 2-2, folks. Come on, one more strike to keep this a 1-0 Oriole lead. All right. Two and two down. The pitch. Hit in the air to right field and deep. Beavers to the track. He's at the wall. He leaps, and it's gone. Backbreaker. The number 9 hitter with 2 strikes and 2 outs hits a 3-run bomb. Guardians up 3-1, and Kremer's day went from good to bad on one swing. Third homer of the season for Rocchio. That ball not even 100 miles an hour off the bat. But Dino left it up in the middle, belt high. And it got out of here by a few feet. Well, the Orioles are not... they are not strangers to coming from behind. We're going to have to do it again. Stephen Kwan, first pitch is ball one. He is 0 for 2. That one's low, 2-0 the count. That whole, like, you're breaking a kid's heart thing, that's just gross. That's going to stick with me. You guys want, some of the people that want to try and troll me, they're like, I'm in your head. No, that gets in my head. And I don't even think that guy was necessarily trying to troll. But to try to guilt me into doing his command, lest I disappoint a child somewhere, is just... ugh. Makes me want to puke. This pitch is fouled away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 down. 3 runs in on 1 swing on a home run from Brian Rocchio. The 2-2 pitch is in the dirt. Full count. We are the comeback kids. We'll come back. The hat. Has anyone seen the hat yet today? No. So there's always a chance. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Kremer gets Kwan to chase what might have been ball 4 there to end the inning, but the damage is done. The Guardians with a big, big hit. A 2-out, 3-run homer with 2 strikes on the batter. And he's the number 9 hitter as well. I mean, everything about that just hurts. We were so close to just getting through another scoreless inning. And instead, we are down by 2 heading into the 6th. 3-1 Guardians. Won't somebody please think of the children? Yeah, that just, man, you want to get under my skin? There you go. All of you wannabe trolls out there, there's the recipe. Try and guilt me into something by bringing up a kid. Like, that is... ugh. All right, where are my luckies? I think I'm due for one after that. Are they over here? I don't know. I'm going to go take a breather, folks. I'll be right back. Chill out. All right. Always something. We do have, if you believe it or not, folks, we do have games where we don't have any conflicts in the chat. They do happen. Not lately. But I guess channel growth, the more you grow, the more folks you might run into that are a problem. Pete Alonso is already behind 0-2. He's already struck out twice, and he's already behind 0-2. And here comes the next pitch. That one's lined foul, just a little bit early on that swing. Still 0-2 on the polar bear, folks.
A polar bear stirs.
Next pitch. Wow, he struck out again. Gavin Williams. Damn. We got to get this guy out of the ball game. He's up to 79 pitches. Alonso, 3 strikeouts and 3 trips to the plate, and none of these strikeouts were pretty to watch at all. Beavers has already struck out twice, so the 3-4 batters have combined to go 0 for 5 with 5 strikeouts so far tonight. That's probably the story of the game right there. 1-0 on Beavers. And that one will drop in to make it 1-1. Another curveball. Think of the children. Yeah, I can think of like maybe about, I don't know, 100,000 children that need help. Am I supposed to shout out all of their names too? Just give me a book of a list of baby names, and I'll just read all of them off, because I'm sure there's at least one kid out there with that name that could use a little bit of help, right? Let it go, BW. Let it go. Up and in on Beavers, it's 2-2. Just such a scumbag move. Pitch number 84, fouled away. Still 2-2. I love kids. That's what makes me mad about it. If you add in the number 6 hitter, well, yeah, with all the strikeouts, I would assume there's another one with a line like that. Here's a ball hit to first base, and taking it to the bag and assisted for the second out is Manzardo, 2 down. I'm more pointing out the fact that those strikeouts combined are from the 3-4 spots, which are the spots in the order where you need guys to drive in runs. And not only are they not driving in runs, they're not even making contact. And yeah, not easy to put up runs when you're 3, 4, 5 guys. Oh, is it the 5 guy too? Okay. Well, here he is, Cowser. Swing and a miss. God. Holy cow. Holy cow, folks. What is going on here? It's now 0 for 8 combined, 3, 4, 5 with 8 strikeouts. And there's strike 2. It's about to be 9 for 9 if Cowser doesn't get out of this hole. The 0-2 pitch. Wow. Cleveland is not going to challenge what would have been strike 3. That pitch landed on the corner at the top of the outside of the zone there. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a little bouncer toward first and foul ground. We'll do it again. The stream is not off, Book Doc. It's all you. Albert Suarez is getting up in the pen. We haven't seen him in a while. I can understand him needing the work. Curveball hits the outside corner, folks, and there you go. It is the triple sombrero. I don't know. What do you call it when your 3, 4, 5 hitters are 0 for 9 with 9 strikeouts? What do you call that? Hey, last night something happened that's never happened in the history of baseball. A team gives up a grand slam in a scoreless game in the 7th inning and then come back to win. We did that. Now we might have done something else we've never seen. Have the 3, 4, 5 guys. Oh, is it 8 strikeouts? Sorry. 3, 4, 5, 0 for 9 with 8 strikeouts. Wow. And Sammy got moved down. God. Joel notices a lack of no hat. Well, Joel, the Guardians are coming up to hit, but I got a feeling the hat will be around here pretty soon. Yeah, it's only marginally better. One pitch not left up with 2 strikes to the number 9 batter, and we're still winning this shit 1-0. It hoits, folks. It hoits. Hey, Game 4, the finale of this series is tomorrow in the afternoon. I hope you will join me. Okay, what time, you ask? First pitch is at 1:40 Eastern, so we'll be on the air at 1:25 p.m. It's our ace, and we'll need him. Trevor Rogers. Here's the deal, folks. If we win today, we got a chance to take the series proper 3 games out of 4 if Rogers can get back to his dominant self after a tough start last time out. But even if we lose today, Rogers could save the day and salvage the series with a good start tomorrow. He'll be facing a lefty, Joey Cantillo. And we are underway here in the bottom of the 6th. Chase DeLauder at the plate. Kremer out there on the mound still. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Kremer now on 85 pitches. And the next one is low, 2-0. It's been the Leody Taveras show today. Two-0 pitch. Popped up. On the third base side, going into foul ground, Mayo in the third base coaching box makes the catch. 1 down in the bottom of the 6th. Also a reminder, do we have that link, Phantom, or anybody that we can drop in for the game I'm calling tomorrow night on Play-by-Play with JJ's channel? I'm inviting everybody to come over and watch. We will have our normal Oriole coverage in the afternoon, but I'm filling in for JJ and calling the Phillies versus the Braves tomorrow night for the Sunday night game of the week. As Jose Ramirez looks at a called strike. Nice splitter there from Dino to get ahead 0-1. Kramer's thrown first pitch strikes to 14 out of 21 hitters. There's a line drive caught. Oh, it's caught on a bounce by Alonso. He'll have to hit it. Kremer on the run, and he will to get Ramirez. A 3-1 putout on a hard hit ground ball, handled once again by Alonso, who's playing excellent defense at first base. It's not just serviceable defense. It's not just average defense. It has been excellent defense from Alonso. I mean, look how he handled that hop. Really, really impressive. Wonder what he's talking about right now at the first base hump. Maybe that runner got in the way of the toss. I don't know. Pete looks like he's smiling. Everything's okay. So retire the tough Ramirez again. There's 2 down. Here is Manzardo. He's 0 for 2. That would be a no, Joel. That would be a no. I'll be calling the game more neutral. And no, none of the stuff that is only for the Oriole games will be used. You'll have to come watch, Joel, to know how I call it. 0-1 pitch is in the dirt. And I'll put in the community post on the YouTube, my YouTube channel's community post. I'll put a link up there as well so that it's sitting there for the next 28 hours or whatever it is. Actually, what am I talking about? It's less than 24 hours. It's already nighttime here. Tomorrow night, I'll put up a game, or put up a link tonight on the community post. Here's a foul ball. 1-2 on Manzardo. 2 down, nobody on, bottom of the 6th. This is probably Kramer's final inning of work as he's into the 90s on pitch count. Trying to go 6 full innings, and if he does, without giving up another run, it will be a quality start. It's just unfortunate. 1 bad pitch. Well, make it 2 bad pitches, because that one was bad. This 2-1 pitch, or this 1-2 pitch, was way up and away for ball 2. Two-two to Manzardo. That one's off the plate and gets away from Basayo. Full count. Pitch number 95 coming up. Just don't mention 83. Well, Joel, I might work it in at the very last minute after I've called the final out. I'll just say, hey, at least it's not like 83, all right? Swing and a miss. Dean Kremer wraps up his day with another strikeout. Folks, Kremer, you can talk about him all you want, but the guy today went 6 innings and he only gave up 2 hits. He struck out 7 and only gave up 4 base runners in those 6 innings. Just really tough luck that the one bad pitch came in the worst possible time. It is a quality start from Kremer. We go to the 7th. Guardians 3, Orioles 1. And Albert Suarez might be coming in next. And yeah, I think about now I'm hearing something out of the corner of my ear. What is that? What's that noise? What the hell is that? And look, I'm getting pink, folks. The sunlight is coming in. All right. There we go. Let's see if we can make things look a little nicer with the lighting here. Does this help? Actually, I don't look all that nuts. Actually, the hat, I think, helped. I think the hat helped the lighting. All right, folks, the hat is on. We got 3 innings left to go. And if you've been watching Orioles baseball here lately, then you should still feel some optimism that we can indeed come back. I hope Gavin Williams' day is over. He got through 6 innings on 90 pitches. Taveras looks set to lead off. Basayo and Mayo to follow. Taveras walked first time up and gave us our only run with a solo shot last time up. That average right now at 389. Folks, we are 13 likes away from 150, and we're trying to rally. What do you say we get there? I got on the hat. How about we get those likes to 150? Taveras, a big cut and a miss, as Gavin Williams will get back to work here in the 7th inning. The 0-1, way inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Come on, Leote.
Oh, come on, let's dance.
1-1 pitch. That one's hit on the ground towards second. A nice diving stop and smother there. And a throw to first is in time. That is Schneemann making a nice play. He made an excellent play at shortstop yesterday. This one not nearly as flashy, but still very good defense there to get the first out. Here is Basayo. 0 for 2 today. 143 on the average. Come on, Sammy. Help us, man.
Sammy.
He lays off a sweeper low for ball 1. Yep, Gaddis pitched yesterday, Tom. He went an inning and he struck out the side. Hopefully we don't see him again, but there he is warming up. Sammy tried to check his swing on a bad pitch inside, and he couldn't stop. The count is 1-1. 9 likes away from 150, folks. Maybe Sammy can help out. We can get there. Swing and a miss. That pitch out of the zone. Another breaking ball. And another chase by an Oriole batter today. All right, there's a big shift on. Lots of room on the left side of the infield as Sammy will foul it to the right and into the Oriole dugout. Oh, that's the Cleveland dugout? The first base dugout. That's safer to say. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. On the outside corner, called strike 3. Sammy wants to use the challenge, and instead he's barking at the ump. And the ump's like, you don't like it? Use a challenge. And I can't really fault the ump for barking back at Sammy. Sammy, you've already made a bad challenge call behind the plate. If you didn't like this call, you can't really argue it. But he tried to. 2 down. Here's Mayo. There's a strike right in there. Somebody get Gavin Williams off this mound. Next pitch will be number 100. Hopefully his final inning of work. 0-1. Hit on the ground to third. J-Ram throwing on the run will get it there in time. Inning over. Mayo retired. Get Gavin Williams out of this game. All right. Folks, we have reached the 7th inning stretch. And by gum, stretch time, we got to get to 150. We got over 200 people in the room, folks. We've got a break in the action. Please. I did say this a while back, I think. Once we get there, I won't bring it up for a while. But we want to hit that target. We're 5 likes away. Until then, folks, why don't you warm up that stovetop, because it's time to throw some cakes on the griddle.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
Yes, sir. This game is not over. I've seen this script before this season already. I am not going to quit now. And, hey, no matter what the result is. Again, worst case scenario. Our ace is on the bump tomorrow. And we do a split on the road against a tough team. I mean, 4-game series on the road, folks. It's really hard to take 3 out of 4. It just is. But we don't want to go into Sunday needing to win the split. We want to win today and then have the fallback option of worst case getting a split. So let's try to rally here. Let's try. Then we're off to Kansas City. That's right, Richard. Would you guys like to hear the pitching matchups coming up starting Monday night? They are available. Just to give you a bit of a heads up, we will not be seeing Cole Reagans in that 3-game series, but we will be seeing 3 of their starters that you should know pretty well over the last couple of years. Seth Lugo in Game 1 against Kyle Bradish, Chris Bubich, the lefty, against Shane Boz in Game 2, and then Michael Waka, veteran right-hander, against Chris Bassett for the final game on Wednesday afternoon. The Orioles then have an off day on Thursday, and the next homestand will begin with a 3-game set against the East Division rival Boston Red Sox. All right, it is Albert Suarez in relief, and he might be in here for a while. The Orioles did use all their best leverage pitchers to work out that win last night. So Albert's going to try to eat some innings here. He's already fallen behind George Valera. It's 2-0. Valera is 0 for 2 tonight. "2-0 is popped up on the first base side. Alonso is into foul ground. He had to kind of dodge the base runner there. The batter trying to go to first. He will make the catch. So a nice foul pop-up to begin the night for Suarez. Kremer goes 6 innings, giving up 2 hits, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. Again, just 4 base runners in 6 innings. Just tough stuff. But, man, Gavin Williams, 11 strikeouts to just the 1 walk, giving up 3 hits and just that 1 home run ball himself. So both pitchers were great. Both pitchers with 1 pitch that left the yard. It just so happened for us, a couple of guys are on base in the worst possible time when Cleveland hit their home run. Rhys Hoskins has a count of a ball and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Albert's next pitch is reached for and fouled away. Folks, apparently the NBA playoffs start tonight, or the NHL playoffs are in full swing tonight. A lot of sporting events going on right now. But there's only one sport I'm following, folks, and that's this. Hell, not even just one sport, one team. The one concern I have calling the game tomorrow night with the Phillies and the Braves is just my complete lack of knowledge of what's going on with those two teams. 2-2 is low and away for ball 3, and I'm not going to try to fake it. I can tell you that much. I'm going to do a little bit of research. I don't want to come in completely ignorant to everything, but I'm not going to sit there and pretend to be as knowledgeable about the state of the Phillies as JJ, the guy normally on the call there. Here's a ground ball up the third baseline. Mayo will field it, but it's a foul ball. This at-bat will continue with a full count on Hoskins. Braves are hot as hell. Well, I do hope the Phillies play well, because I am going to be, again, calling for a very large Philly audience. I mean, I say very large. A good-sized audience, but a large percentage are going to be Philly fans. And if it's the Braves kicking butt, I got a feeling none of them are going to want to hear an Oriole guy calling a bad Philly loss. I hope the Phillies win. I do. Phillies are not doing much. Well, maybe they need me to show up. But guess what? The hat will not be used for that game. I can promise you that. Just again, none of that stuff. That's only for us. Okay? I'm just doing a little bit of moonlighting, folks. Just a little bit of moonlighting. But I know where the bread and butter is, all right? We got a full count on Hoskins. 1 out, nobody on. In the bottom of the 7th. Payoff pitch. Swung on, lined right to Gunnar. Right to his face. His glove protects his face, and he's even stinging his hand a little bit on that line drive. He's got to blow some air into his fist to get some feeling back after making that catch. I think he caught it in a part of the webbing or the palm area that might have hurt a little bit there. All right, curveball here is ball 1 to Daniel Schneemann. He's 1 for 2, struck out in the 2nd, singled in the 5th. Moonlight BW. Don't confuse me with Moonlight Graham, who has 1 more plate appearance than I do in professional baseball and Major League Baseball. Archibald Moonlight Graham. Here's the 1-1 to Schneemann. Off the plate, 2-1. Are you Moonlight Graham? Nobody's called me Moonlight in over 40 years. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Don't wink, kid. Where do you think he's going to pitch you? Well, either low and away or up in my ear. All right, we'll look for low and away, but watch out for in your ear. There's a called strike 3. Albert gets him looking.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
All right, folks, we got 2 innings left. We are down 2 runs. The offense could not do much at all. Just 1 swing of the bat by Leody Taveras to get a solo home run off of Gavin Williams. Otherwise, we were up there just swinging and missing. We look like that Star Wars kid viral video from like 25 years ago, just flailing around out there with the bat. But now he should be out of the game. So here's our window to do something. Although Hunter Gaddis, I think, is going to pitch the 8th. And yesterday, he struck out the side. But that doesn't make you feel too good, but I think any new pitcher will take after what we saw from Gavin Williams. 6 outs to play with. Who got next? Going to be Jeremiah, then the top of the order. Okay, this is the inning, folks. This is the one. You got to do it here and not the 9th. These are the right hitters to come up for a rally. And if this goes like a 1-2-3 inning or 4 batters at the most, then it's going to be tougher with that other part of the lineup in the 9th inning. So we need to do something in this inning. Got to do it. Folks, you believe me? I hope you do.
Do you believe in me?
Hey, David in France. How you doing, my friend? Come on. We need a comeback. I don't see a new pitcher. Oh, there it is. Hunter Gaddis is on. It has not been added to the ESPN page yet, but Gaddis is in the ballgame for the second night in a row. Struck out the side in order last night. Can't have that repeated here. Folks, we are now over 150 likes. I want to say thank you for getting us this far.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
But we're going to try for one more, and I promise this is it. But we're only trying to do what we've been doing here for pretty much every game this season, and that's get to 200. So let's keep it going. We got a little bit of time left to try. Here is Jeremiah Jackson. All right. Let's try to do something off Gaddis that we could not do last night. First pitch, swing and a miss. A slider perfectly spotted on the outside corner. He got the swing and miss, and if he didn't swing, it would have been a called strike. It was a perfect pitch. Here is the 0-1. That's low. Good eye from Jeremiah. 1 ball, 1 strike. Folks, the bullfrog.
Jeremiah was the bullfrog.
Come on, buddy. And let's get that odometer going. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Another slider. That one had the middle of the plate, but was at the bottom of the zone. So 2 swings and misses on 2 sliders that would have been called strikes. Imagine him throwing a slider that slides off the plate. We'll have no chance. The 1-2 pitch. He lays off that slider this time. It was in the zone and finally dropped out last moment there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Come on, Jeremiah. We need a guy on base to get things going. That one's low. In the dirt for ball 3. Full count, folks. Let's get a charge in the chat. And you know what? Let's get rid of this. One more time. Come on. Payoff pitch to Jeremiah. Swung on and fouled away. 96 on the fastball on the outside corner. Still 3-2. Again, top of the order, due up after Jackson. There's a defensive change for the Guardians. Angel Martinez now in left field. Ground ball, that is up to third base line, but a foul ball. J-Ram gets a throw off, but that is a foul ball. We'll go back to another 3-2 count. Jeremiah making Gaddis work after Gaddis, again yesterday, struck out the side in order. Nobody really could touch him. But Jeremiah is making it tough. Some nice colors in the sky here in Cleveland as it's finally nighttime here in the 8th inning. Some nice hues of pink and purple in the clouds. It's like a Bob Ross painting out there, folks. 3-2 pitch, swung on and missed. A slider that broke low, would have been ball 4. Down goes the bullfrog. 1 away, back to the top of the order. Gunner does have a hit tonight, but he's also struck out a couple of times. First pitch, outside for ball one. Splitter this time from Gaddis. Really need to do something in this inning. If Gunner gets on, we got a couple of chances with Ward and Alonso up after. That's a called strike, knee-high inside corner, 1-1 the count. But if we go 1-2-3 here, then it'll be Alonso leading off the ninth with nobody on base, down at least 2. And then not as threatening bats to follow after that. There is a foul ball. 2 strikes on Gunner. Come on, buddy. Hang in there and do something. A lefty is up. It is Sabrowski. We saw him, I believe, last night. 1-2 pitch. Laid off. That slider hits the dirt for ball 2. Come on, Gunner. Come on, buddy. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Hit in the air, behind the plate, foul. Hey, have we been over here yet today? Hi, how you doing? I'm BW. Welcome to the BirdWatcher Channel. Here's the Charm City chat. And those are out-of-town scores that should not be there. Maybe we do need to hang out over here. That should be reflected with the other one. I got to fix that. Gunner, high fly ball, right field, backing up on the track at the wall. It is gone. Gunner goes boom. Home run, lucky number 7 on the season. The Orioles get one back. And Gunner shows his power. We need it. It is now 3-2, folks. We're close. Did I say it? Bye-bye birdie, folks.
Ho, 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 it's magic, you know. Oh, it's magic. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic.
All right, 1 down, nobody on. Taylor Ward, first pitch fouled back. All right. It's a 1-run game, top of the 8th. Ward is 1 for 3, had a double in the first. Oh, 1 pitch, way off the plate. That was easy to see out of the hand. And it is a ball and a strike. I wonder if I can fix this. What is the deal? That ball is right in the heart of the plate for strike 2. Ward just let it go by for some reason. That was a very fat pitch with not a whole lot of movement on it. 1-2 the count. Low, ball 2. Okay, so I just need to adjust that? Okay, let's see if I can fix it. The 2-2 pitch to Ward. Hit on the ground, but foul. Not far from the plate. All right. Let's see how quickly this is going to take me here. Nope, don't do that. Here comes another 2-2. Hit on the ground towards short. It is gobbled up cleanly. The throw over bounces. That throw had barely anything on it. A smile there from the shortstop, Rocchio, who I guess feels fortunate that ball got to first base. Something happened on the throw there where barely nothing on it. So Guardians making mistakes, but it doesn't hurt. What do you got to do? All right, here's Alonso. Up with 2 down. We're down a run, and the first pitch is a strike. Poor Pete has struck out all 3 times today. We don't want that golden sombrero.
A polar bear stirs.
All right, now we're looking okay over here. Pitch. What are you swinging at? God, that's the worst of the night, Pete. What the hell happened since yesterday, man? God. Terrible. 0-2. Come on, buddy. You still have life. Come on. 2 down. The 0-2 pitch. Finally lays off 1 low and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Come on, Pete. Come on, Gaddis, make a mistake. How about that? 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Up and swung on and missed. That ball was 4 or 5 inches above the zone. Alonso chasing low, chasing high, and has struck out 4 times. A golden sombrero for Alonso.
Stop it all. I apologize for Baltimore. I apologize for Baltimore. I apologize for Baltimore.
Folks, going to step away for a minute and try to clear my head after watching that. Be right back.
I apologize for Baltimore. I apologize for Baltimore.
We're on a mission from God.
Bye-bye, Birdie.
Oh, wow. Here he comes.
Let me show you what I mean now. By the first thing you do is get right up in their face, you point the finger. Then if you can't get close enough, you turn the hand around and kick some dirt. And then if he's missed a strike, you get over here and you put dirt all over the thing. You throw the hat down, you pick it up, you throw it, and then you're so bad, you throw him out of the game. You're out of here. That's the way a major league manager should.
I learned something, buddy boy.
Drop the big one.
What? Over? Did you say over? Nothing is over until we decide it is.
Call it the Baltimore miracle or some shit. Call it the Baltimore miracle or some shit.
Ante up and kick in like men. Like men!
All right. Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. We are going into the bottom of the 8th. Still Albert Suarez on the mound, and the first pitch is a curveball fouled away by Bo Naylor. Strike 1. Naylor 0 for 2. Naylor? You know the joke. You know the joke. The 0-1 is off the plate outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Something in the air recently. I wouldn't be surprised to see a dramatic tie-up in the 9th. I hope so. That is Morgan Freeman from Glory, a fantastic movie that I think should be mandatory watching for everybody. That ball's down the right field line. It is going to stay fair and leave the yard. Bo Naylor with a solo shot off of Suarez makes it 4-2 Guardians in the bottom of the 8th. Whoops.
Big buck, stop it all.
4-2 Cleveland. We got back to within a run, and now we're back down by 2. Yeah, I was lucky enough to see a movie like Glory in the theater at the age of about 12 years old. That would have been about 1989. And I saw that at the right age. I saw it at an age as a young boy, learning what it meant to be a man and learning a little bit about American history and sacrifice and how, our history is a little bit complicated. But you would hope that good triumphs over evil. And yeah, I've always been about equality for everybody. Seeing a movie like that, it taught me a lot. I wish it would teach more Americans the same lesson, because a lot of guys fought for just that one reason. Fought to be equal, because we are, like it or not. 1-2 the count. Rocchio with a fly ball to left. Ward will come in and make the catch for out number 1. Okay, I better stop talking about that before people think it gets political, which it shouldn't. This should be something everybody's on the same page. But, c'est la vie. We have one away here. Albert goes back to work, top of the order. Stephen Kwan looks at a pitch outside. Kwan is 0 for 3. Yeah, Denzel got his first Oscar with that, Best Supporting Actor, I believe. Very, very good. Called a strike. And folks, I remember when that movie came out, I said to myself, this is a serious war movie, and they casted Matthew Broderick, Ferris Bueller, really, is going to be a convincing Civil War general. But he does a good job. A lot of good scenes in that movie. Very powerful scenes. I mean, that final charge by the 54th on that fort, that impossible fort, volunteering to lead the line up against just impossible situations. A lot of losses of life. 3-1 the count on Kwan. Here's a ground ball to first base, backhanded by Alonso. He'll flip it to Albert. 2 big men combine to get the little guy Kwan for the second out. Yeah, great actors in that movie. All around. Cary Elwes probably was never better. And, this guy was in Princess Bride. And who can forget Robin Hood Men in Tights? Right, Phantom? You got some good character actors in there as well. Who's the guy that just passed away about a year or 2 ago that played Thomas? You might have seen him in the movie The Mist. He's been in a lot of stuff. I can't remember his name. He was on Brooklyn Nine-Nine, that comedy cop show. Can't remember his name, but he was good in there too. 0-1 pitch to DeLauder. Low and in, a ball and a strike. 2 out in the inning. The Guardians have gotten a run back with a solo home run by Bo Naylor to make it 4-2. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Change up. Full DeLauder. 2 strikes. Andre Brower. I'm not sure if it's spelled just right there, George, but yeah, that's the guy. Yeah, he is a good actor too. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out now. The music too. The music in Glory is absolutely incredible. This ball's popped up to left field and shallow. Coming in as Ward, he'll make the 3rd out. We go to the 9th inning, folks. The Orioles need 2 runs to tie, or we are back below 500. That is where we are at, folks. We need a rally. Can we do it? I hope we can do it, folks. How you doing, Scotty boy? Folks, we're 30 likes away from 200 with only half an inning We hope more than half an inning left to go, but possibly only half an inning left to play. So what do you say we make one final push with the likes, with the subscribers? If you haven't done one or both, try it. It won't hurt you. Scotty's late to the party. Well, the party is almost over. What makes me upset is this timely plays that are crucial. If only Jeremiah could have gotten on base, would have had the game tied. I know he's done a lot for us, but that makes me upset. Yep. Again, we got Rogers on the mound tomorrow. If he doesn't pitch well and we lose the third game, then I'm going to feel pretty bad about this series. But I'm going to be satisfied with a split in a 4-game series in Cleveland. I'm going to be satisfied with that. I'd like to get more, but I'm not going to feel too bad if we can split tomorrow. If we don't, now we're 2 games under again. And yeah, we're back to really needing a must-win if we don't come back here. So, be back here tomorrow either way, folks. Yeah, bloop and a blast. A bloop and a blast. Hey, we got a Cleveland fan doing some disco moves in the crowd here. All right, top of the 9th inning. The Orioles, 2 runs down. 2 runs down. First batter is going to be Dylan Beavers. So, folks, get your Beavers up in the chat. Get them up quick. And let's see. The closer for the Guardians coming out here or what? What do we got? We do have... What do we have? Who's on the mound right now? First pitch to Beavers. It is Cade Smith on the mound. So, yes, the closer is in now for the Guardians. First pitch is a strike to Beavers, folks.
Nice beaver.
Thank you.
Next pitch. That one missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. Is the info up on the board right now? No, it's just me. Hello. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Beavers is 0 for 3 today. Extend Ward. I don't know. Depends on what he's asking. That's the number one thing. I'm not really happy about his defense. I'd like to find a guy that can put up the offense with better defense to go with it, if I could. I don't know. Ramon Laureano, anybody? 1-2 the count on Beavers. Pitch. Swung on and missed. Down he goes. How many strikeouts for the Oriole batters today? First for Smith, and that is 14 strikeouts from the Orioles out of 25 possible outs. This has got to getting close to rank up there with the most strikeouts in the game by the offense. Here's Cowser. First pitch inside for ball 1. He's 0 for 3. 23 likes from 200, folks. I know it's asking a lot, but let's try. And the odometer. Subscribe. And we'll roll over one more time. Give us something to celebrate. This pitch called a strike. 97 with a fastball at the very top of the strike zone. I can't believe there's still live music that's been going all night. It is 7:30 a.m. and they have not stopped. Thailand is nuts. This pitch is fouled away. 1-2 on Cowser. Is he in danger of a golden sombrero? No, he's got 2 strikeouts so far today. The 1-2, well, he's got 3. God.
Stop it all.
We have one out left to play with, folks. Taveras needs to get on base. Basayo would then be the tying run. I believe in Taveras and his chances to get on base as he takes high for ball one. I'm just not sure about the guy that needs to give us the big hit. Sammy would be next. Come on, Sammy. You show 4Ks? I've got... Oh, I'm looking at Beavers. I'm sorry. You're right. It is a golden sombrero for Cowser as well. Swing and a miss. 1-1 on Taveras. Sorry. Little drop-down menu was on Beavers, who has 3 strikeouts. So what is that? 11 strikeouts and a combined 0 for 12 from the 3, 4, 5 hitters. That is... I don't know if you're going to find another box score in Oriole history that has that. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 2-2. The Orioles are down to their final strike. I mean, should we just go up there and try to bunt one out, batter after the next? Tomorrow? 2-2 pitch, popped foul, and we'll get out of play. We've hit 4360 on the odometer. Thank you for getting it to roll over one more time today, folks. I'm not going to ask for any more. This game is near over. I don't want it to be. I want us to figure out a way to keep it going, but swing and a miss, and there you go. Add one more strikeout to the Oriole offense today, folks. Let's put a pause on celebrating anything for the channel because right now the focus is on something not so happy. The Orioles fall back behind a game under 500 with a 4-2 loss here today. We struck out 16 times. This is a box score I honestly don't really want to look at much closer than I already have, folks. The final score is 4-2. The Guardians only had 3 hits. We out-hit them 4-3. They even put an error on the board, and we did not. But we lose. The winning pitcher is Gavin Williams. Dean Kremer gets the loss. Cade Smith gets the save. Gunnar had the best day at the plate, going 2 for 4 with a solo homer. And then Taveras, the other guy, to help out with a walk and another solo homer. And really the only other thing was that Ward double in the first inning. Other than that, that's it. This was a bad day for Pete, a bad day for Beavers, a bad day for Cowser, a bad day for Basayo, a bad day for Mayo, and even a bad day for Jeremiah. Kremer pitched what worked out to be a quality start, 6 innings of 3 earned runs, striking out 7 while walking 2. He only gave up 2 hits. Unfortunately, 1 was a 3-run homer, and that is the difference in the ball game. Albert Suarez gave up a run himself in 2 innings of work on a hit without walking anybody. That was a solo shot there from Bo Naylor off of Albert. So it was nothing but scoring via the home run today. Both teams had 2 homers. The difference, one of Cleveland's was not a solo shot. It was a 2-out, 2-strike, 3-run bomb from their number 9 hitter. And there is the story of the game. A lot of striking out. And this was a home run dependent offense today, but we didn't have anybody on base to put up a bigger number than 2. Folks, we're going to have to come back tomorrow. Again, I don't know if you were here at the beginning of yesterday's ball game. I gave a pretty good motivational speech, if I do say so myself. It is a battle, folks. It is trench warfare. We move the line forward a bit one day. We get pushed back the next. But you don't give up. Not until They say the war is finished. You think Miss Agnes is going to walk away from a war like this? No, she goes. She goes to war. We got to be like Miss Agnes. We got to be like Aunt Mary. We can learn something from the elder ladies of Baltimore. They know what's up. Right. So again, Trevor Rogers tomorrow afternoon. I hope you'll be here with me. And I hope you'll be here with me tomorrow night on another channel. We will advertise it again one more time for Game 4 here. And then we're off to Kansas City. Folks, you got anything you want to talk about? This one just doesn't really seem like it has a whole lot to parse over. Although I could kind of just ride the clock out because we are now down to 10 likes or less to get to 200. But that seems like cheating. I don't want to cheat to get to 200. I wanted to get there the natural way. Without injections. Without utensils. I want good love, clean love, without utensils. We need to go back to hitting off the tee. We need to go back to, I don't know, using a cricket bat? Something with more surface area so we can maybe make a little bit of contact and something good might happen. Yeah, I mean, all the strikeouts today. It's tough. The Parker Messick changeup that was killing us on Thursday night, that pitch just seemed so nasty, so unhittable. It just looks like it's going to be a fastball that's going to be in the zone. Every batter got fooled on it. But this low and in sweeper, or low and away, depending on who's up to hit, from Gavin Williams tonight, and that curveball in there with it. 2 breaking pitches that just dropped down out of the zone, and we went chasing so many times. And again, there's a replay of Sammy arguing a pitch. By the way, we never used the second challenge. Isn't that hilarious? Hey, it's Melanie Newman, and she's got the... Folks, the sun is still setting. Melanie is doing a post-game show with sunlight on her face, and they're calling this a night game. Why do you start so early? So now that tomorrow's the day game on Sunday, what's the start time? 9 a.m.? Are we supposed to play the game before church? 8 a.m.? What time do we show up for this? I can't wait till we get out of Cleveland. What is the start times for Kansas City? That's better. 7:40 first pitch. That is an hour and a half later. That is an hour and a half later, folks. I can't wait for Monday and Tuesday night games. That looks like fun. Melanie. Got any words of wisdom for me before I sign off here? Yeah, Lonzo. I mean, of all the guys to strike out today, Pete was the one that looked the worst just because you expect him to make some kind of adjustment, but he could not. Yeah, this is a turn the page kind of a game, but Sammy apparently got an earful from Albanese about that challenge situation. We got a couple other things I think Albie could address with this team before tomorrow's game. We really need to salvage this split with Rogers on the mound tomorrow. That's what we're hoping to do. Is there anything wrong with shortening a swing and hitting a single the other way? Absolutely not, KPK. That's what I wanted to see Mayo do yesterday in a spot where once he got to 2 strikes, we had a runner at third, a big run with less than 2 out, just looking for a little contact, knowing that putting the ball in play, even if it's 65-mile-an-hour exit velo or whatever, not off the sweet spot of the bat, can still produce a positive result. There's no positive result from striking out. and taking a giant swing. Oh, it's really frustrating. But it is a lot easier to sit in the armchair and tell these guys what they're doing wrong. Not our jobs, it's the coach's job. Anyway, let me see who's streaming right now, and I'm going to sign off, folks, pretty soon here. If you got anything else on your mind, let me know, but I'm looking for where to send you next. And right now, we have, hockey. Hockey playoffs. A battle in Pennsylvania. A Pennsylvania battle is going on right now. And Rising Rhino is on the call. Folks, rise with Rhino and check out some playoff hockey with him. That's where he'll be going next as I sign off. Folks, I'm not even going to go over the channel stuff today, but I do want to thank everybody for what they did do today in terms of helping out with the likes, subscriptions, and the mods, of course, helping out, keeping the Charm City chat nice and charming, all that stuff. Yeah, we're going to be a little short there on 200, but at the same time, we usually get a few extra likes after the stream is over with. Some people watching later on and what have you. It's not, we'll be fine. Tell you what. Whatever number we come up short on 200 today, whether it be 3, 5, whatever the case is, we'll just have to add that on to the target tomorrow. It'll be 203 or 205 or whatever. All right? And we're going to win. The hat might decide to be on all day tomorrow to make sure we can salvage a split. How did you miss the game? Book Doc, put that absinthe down, man. It's knocking you out. All right. It's time to sign off. You can see the sunlight is taking over in here. I'm getting pinker by the minute. You can't even tell the difference between my skin color and this shirt. Pretty much. It's time to go. All right, folks. I hope you have a good rest of your Saturday evening. It is early enough to go out and have some fun, but please be responsible. And get your hangover out of the way in time for tomorrow's game. All right? Great. Until then, folks, it's been a pleasure. This has been the BirdWatcher, and I'll chirp at you guys later, all right? We lost. We're under 500 again. We fight to get back even tomorrow. See you then, folks. Take care.